Roshelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. Alright y'all, let's get ready for part 2 of the Everything I Crocheted in 2022. Alright, so the first thing we're going to start with is this lovely bag keeper. I love it, and as you can see, I am definitely using it. So this is the bag keeper pattern by Heidi Yates, and everything, all the patterns and everything will be linked in the description box below if you're, so just in case you're interested in making it. All right, so the yarn that I use for this is Crafter's Closet. It is a worsted weight 100% cotton yarn, and y'all, I found this in the dollar store. I believe it was Dollar General is where I found it. Yeah, I believe that's where I found it. In terms of a color, it doesn't have really like a color. It's just PA6735. I don't know. So if you want to look it up, that's what color it is, but it is very practical. So I try to reuse plastic bags because I get so many from the store, and I reuse them around the house. I put them in the small trash cans around the house, and then I just reuse them for that. So that's, really cool. I like that. And I have so many, and they were getting out of hand because I hate to keep throwing away all these plastic bags. And so I figured that this would be a great way to reuse the bag. And so, yeah, even the yarn husband likes it. He's like, that's so cool, right? So yeah, definitely check this out. And it does have a handle on it. I did modify it a little bit because I wanted the part here, the top part, to be a little bit longer, and I wanted the strap to be a little bit thicker. So I did modify it a little bit. The gaps in between the stitches really don't bother me. I mean, the bags really don't stick out. The only thing that I would change if I was to make this again was the opening down at the bottom. I feel that it's a bit wide. Now, my bags do not fall out. Like they've never fallen out before, so it's really not a problem. But just saying that if I was to do it again, either I would put in a few decreases or decrease the hook size. And I do believe this is a free pattern. But yeah, I believe it uses front post, back post down at the bottom. So I would probably just decrease the hook size. And yeah, it's wonderful. All right, next up we have my Raspberry Beret by Little John Knits, and I feel like that's Little John yarn. I think I said that in the same video. Anyway, it'll all be linked below. But it is wonderful. I wear it all the time. I wear it so many different ways with so many different outfits. And it's just a classic black beret. I love it. The yarn that I used was I Love This Yarn, which is a worsted weight 100% acrylic yarn. And this is in the colorway black. But it is wonderful. Yes, and I definitely have plans to make lots more of these for sure. Okay. All right, y'all. Up next, we have the Easy Peasy washcloths, and this is by Marie Biswell. And so I made 2 of these, and they are of different lengths because I just wanted to use up the yarn. The yarn that I use is Lion Brand Re-Up. It is a 100% worsted 100% recycled cotton, and the colorway is lilac. And so I made 2 of these just to use up all the yarn, which is cool that I was able to get 2 out of 1 ball of yarn. The only thing is, it's not really like the softest cotton, so I personally would not want to use it as a washcloth on my face. However, they have made excellent cleaning cloths, just wonderful cleaning cloths. I've been using them so much. They are some of my favorite cleaning cloths, so I would definitely recommend you know, you use them for multiple things. If you want to use it as a washcloth, I would go for a softer type of cotton. But it's amazing. If you have some recycled cotton, or maybe you have some cotton in your stash that's not really like the softest cotton in the world, and you want to use it for something, definitely check out this pattern, or any really washcloth pattern that you can turn into a cleaning cloth. Now, I thought about also using it as a dishcloth. It's not really that holy in between, so I even think this pattern could be like a really good pattern for a washcloth, a dishcloth as well. All right, yes, it is fantastic, and I do highly recommend the pattern, even though the yarn didn't really work out for me. And I also found this yarn at Dollar General. So yeah, check your local Dollar General out and see if they have some. All right, moving on. So up next we have the peanut beanie, and this was designed by me. You can find a free tutorial on my website for it, and you can also find it's free on Ravelry. So yeah, this is it, and this is a sample that I made, and I love this yarn, which is a worsted weight 100% acrylic yarn in the color pink. I had so much of this yarn left over, and I really wanted to use it, and it seemed like it was never running out, because those skeins of yarn have so much yardage in it. You can make so many things with it, but it is extremely soft, and it does have a slight halo on it. But it is lovely. It's a really simple hat. You just need to know triple crochet, half double. I think I got some slip stitches in there. But yeah, just go check it out. Really simple to make. I would say that if you make this pattern and the bottom 3 rows are too tight for you, because these are slip stitch rows, just go up a hook size if you decide to make it, and it should be totally fine. But yeah, oh, and the reason why it is called the Peanut Beanie is because it is named after my dog, Peanut. So yeah, she inspired this beanie. Okie dokie, moving on. All right, so up next we have the Saturday Sweater by Tamara Moogly. No, that doesn't sound right. Tamara Kelly of Moogly. Oh boy. All right, so here it is, and it is wonderful. The yarn that I used is Lion Brand Mandala, which is a DK weight worsted yarn, and it is 100% acrylic, and it is in the colorway Centaur. This yarn, oh my goodness, is so soft. It was wonderful to work with. It does have some thick and thin going on in it, but after I wet blocked it, I soaked it and then I wet blocked it, it got even softer. After I wet blocked it, I threw it in the dryer because it was acrylic, and y'all, this is so soft. Oh my goodness, so soft. Love it. There is a slight halo on it, but I would totally recommend this yarn. It is wonderful. Yay, love it. And I just love the color changes. Absolutely beautiful. And then there is a split hem detail here that I think is wonderful. And I did make a video where I went a little bit more detail into this sweater. It is amazing. If I make it again, I will make it shorter because I have a short torso. But other than that, I will say that what's so great about this pattern is that she actually has it written where you can either do like the torso or you can do a tunic length. And so, yeah, I'll definitely do the shorter version next time because this pattern is incredible, y'all. I wear it a lot, and I can wear it with different things. I think the last time I wore it, I've worn it with a black dress, and I've also worn it with a pair of jeans and some boots, and it was super cute. Love it. All right, next up we have the Diaspora head wrap. This head wrap is stunning. As someone with big natural curly hair, I love this wrap so much. And the yarn that I used for it was my yarn, Queen's Yarn Boutique, and on the Kiss sock base. And that is 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. And this is in the colorway Berrylicious. I love this. My most favorite part of this headband has to be the little diamond motif on it. Beautiful. Love it. It's stunning. I mean, it's really pretty. And I wear this in a lot of different ways. I tie it in the front. I tie it in the back. It's great. It really is. And this particular pattern, as of right now at least, is only available in the Radical Threads magazine. And the person that, the pattern designer is Whitney Marie Anderson. And yeah, so unless something changes, the only way you can get this pattern is to go onto the Radical Threads website and go look at go and look at what are the magazines called? Issues, yes. Go to issue 1. And then if you purchase that, then this pattern is in there. So yeah, I'm not sure which edition they're on right now, but they're cranking those editions out, and it's a fairly new magazine, and it's really, really cool. If you want to check it out, I will leave a link below. All right. This feels so good. Okay, so next up we have the Easy Crochet Hat, and that is by Kim Layton. Oh, I'm wearing that one. I'm like, where is it? I am wearing this one. It is by Kim Layton, and it is using I Love This Yarn. Of course, that's 100% acrylic worsted weight yarn, and it is in the pink colorway. So that's from that same skein of yarn that I had used earlier for the peanut beanie, and it's wonderful to make. It's so easy to make. It is just perfect for beginners, or maybe those who are more experienced but they want something just a little bit easier. Y'all, this is so simple. Now, if I was to make it again, which I probably will, I would add a little bit more to it. I would change the pattern up a little bit, but it's great. It's customizable and it's wonderful, and you can roll it up if you want to. And my favorite part is the top. That's cool. I think that looks really great. So I love this. All right, moving on, y'all. The next one I have is the Piece by Piece Cowl, and this is by Rachy Newin. Now, Rachy Newin was one of the first like big crochet designers that I got into back in the day, and she is incredible. She makes wonderful shawls, wonderful cowls, just beautiful, and I have made a lot of her patterns, but this particular one is beautiful. My favorite part has to be that motif. It's almost like a clover motif. Yeah, I would say like a clover. It is beautiful. And the yarn that I used is my hand-dyed yarn, Queen's Yarn Boutique. And this is on the DK Delirious DK base. And it is 100% superwash merino wool. It is wonderful. I know I talked about in the last video about crocheting with cashmere and silk, but y'all, crochet with some beautiful merino wool. It is soft and squishy and amazing. So the colorway name is Mint to be. That's spelled M-I-N-T, meant to be. I have not dyed this colorway in forever. This was one of those skeins of yarn where I set aside for myself a long time ago, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it. And then I saw that pattern and I was like, yes, that is what I'm going to do with it. In fact, let me try it on. Love it. It's so squishy. Yes, I love it. All right, y'all. Let me take a look at my notes here. All right, we have a few more. Excellent. Okay, so the next one is the Simple Twisted Ear Warmer by Rebecca Langford. Now, this headband has been stolen by Grogu, aka Baby Yoda. Great. Must I knock everything over? Anyway, Baby Yoda, aka Grogu, is modeling this lovely headband. It does get a little chilly in the house. So, this yarn is Big Twist Worsted, which is 100% acrylic, and the colorway is Cornflower Blue. It is wonderful. I really like using Big Twist yarn. I actually had crocheted a hat and scarf set out of that yarn, and I still had more yarn left to make a headband out of, which is just awesome. And it's a really good yarn. I would recommend it. Come to think of it, I have not shown this headband on my channel yet. I don't believe I have. So yeah, it keeps my ears very, very warm. I enjoy wearing it. And yeah, definitely check this one out. I really think you would enjoy it, especially if you have some scrap yarn, because it doesn't take a lot of yarn at all. All right, so next up we have the half double crochet hat by Rhondda, aka Oombawka design. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I butchered that. Sorry. So this is the hat. And this is a hat that I made for my husband, and it is very well worn. Very well worn. But he requested a black hat with a tan, just kind of like some tan stripes in it. And so, yeah, he really prefers the half double crochet hats because there's not a lot of holes in it. In fact, this hat, I mean, the fabric is really nice and dense, and it keeps his head warm, and it fits him really, really well. And so the yarn that I use for this is, I love this yarn, and the colorway is black and toffee. And once again, they are 100% acrylic worsted. And so once again, I made this hat using scrap yarn. It's just another really good scrap yarn project. And yeah, it's amazing. All right. So I have finally wrapped up all the things that I have crocheted in 2022. I have links below in the description box for all my favorite crochet tools. Please make sure to check out my YouTube community tab. I ask a lot of fun questions over there, and y'all's responses just make my day. Seriously. If you would like to support my channel, I will leave my Ko-Fi link below. Thank you so much for watching. And to continue to watch more videos, you can click on the end screen for more. Until next time, bye.